You know what? Good first name. How are you doing? Good. All right. All right. Yeah. Call the committee of the whole order. It is 6:01 p.m. I'll start with other business. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with justice for all. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Johnson. Alderman Montoya.
Here.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Here.
Alderman Fairwell.
Here.
Alderman McGee.
Here.
Alderman Carr. Alderman Rowe. 4 present, Your Honor.
Alderman Johnson said he's a few minutes behind. All right. Move on to public comment. As a reminder, the public comment period is not a time for dialogue. The purpose of the public comment period is for the mayor and aldermen of the city to receive input from their community. It is in fact a one-way communication to the city council. City's administration and department heads are available for discussions after the meeting. Is there any public comment? Any public comment?
Good evening. My name is, I'm going to formally introduce myself to you all. My name is Martin Gallardo. I'm a resident of Mr. Johnson's area. I'm on the executive board for the Amalgamated Transit Union Local 308. I became a resident of Blue Island in 2019. And I love the city for the most part. I have no problems. But I do live across the street from Harvey Palace. And when I first moved there, one of my concerns and safety concerns was the trailers idling late at night. And when I got there, I had to fix a lot of like landscape stuff and that Mr. Johnson is aware of. And I just want you all to know that Mr. Johnson has been amazing with me. He's done the most he can. But it's gotten to the point where they're getting out of control. Now, I'm sure some of you are aware, they now off-road on my property. And it's to the point where one night, an 18-wheeler was in my driveway because they couldn't park in the dock. And I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm an overnight guy. I do work for the Chicago Transit Authority, so I work. And I came home to an 18-wheeler in my driveway. My wife was trying to leave for work, and we called Blue Island's Finest. There have been several complaints that I've told Mr. Johnson about, and he has brought it up. And I'm just making you all aware, I do have video that supports my my evidence. You guys have also gave me a horse from Public Works, big ups to them. And it was destroyed, and they gave me several. The trailers destroy my garbage cans. It's gotten to the point where it's every day at 8 o'clock. It's a maze. And I'm gonna name an officer who's way above and beyond, Officer Murray. He's there and he sees it. And I almost got into several accidents just getting out of my driveway because they park and idle. My next door neighbor, who is a Blue Island business, has problems with them as well. And I'll speak up for my neighbor because he's even had to get a little heavy-handed. I literally live across the street from Harvey Palace. And another thing that I've noticed is it's gotten to the point where not the Harvey Palace employees, but the truck drivers get to the point where they're just unprofessional, and it's almost gotten physical. to the point where Blue Island PD had to be called. I'm just making, and we're at our breaking point where, you know, it's gotten to the point where State Farm came out, reassessed my house, and my BMI went up. Just because State Farm said, well, you know, Mr. Gallardo, what happens if a rookie decides he's gonna go up? He's gonna go up, and I have an 18-wheeler in my living room. Because the dock is literally right across the street from my house. I have proposed several things, but I'm just making the board aware of my situation. Once again, I don't want to make this a long thing, but I will give all video to Mr. Johnson. And I will give him everything. I even have more video. Once again, that's all on my end. My name is Martin Gallardo, and I'm a representative of the Amalgamated Transit Union Local 308. I represent Local 308 CTA union workers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Not. Under new business, with the fire department lift assistance service fees. Chief, do you want to start and just explain what it is basically?
So January 1st, the state of Illinois came out with a statute allowing us to charge, like senior living facilities, nursing homes for lift assist only. If we transport, all that bill goes to the patient. This is strictly so they're not using us for lifting people in their facility when they should be able to do that and handle it on their own. So, currently we only have one, assisted living that this would affect. We went there like, I think 434 times last year. So it's kind of a nuisance, and that's what we're trying to prevent, so.
You're being generous, 6 free, what we even charge.
Yeah, they get 6, they call them free ones, 6 free visits to the facility. The one facility that's the problem, I've gone there multiple times to try to offer some solutions and kind of came across deaf ears, so. Yes, sir.
Is the 6 freeze the right Illinois statute or is it?
Yeah. Just so you know, home rule communities could already do this, and it's probably gonna lead to, you know, lift assist for other, you know, residents in future down the line, so.
Any questions from the council? Thank you, Chief.
Yeah.
Now we have 3 similar tax exemption discussions. Is anybody from Rodzilla here? Okay, step up to the podium, please. Then is anybody, just go ahead, give your synopsis.
Mayor, thank you, by the way, this evening. Unfortunately, I'm representing all 3 applicants this evening. The first one, unfortunately, had some extenuating circumstances, couldn't be here this evening, but this is the Rodzilla property.
I think we should skip to the people that showed up.
Okay, good, very good.
Who else is the CNH here?
Yes,
All right, we'll let them talk.
Mr. Carroll. This is Mr. Bill Carroll, owner of the property.
CNH, how long you been in business there?
1985.
Figured been there a while, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to just give a synopsis of what this is and what you're asking for?
Excuse me?
You want to just give a summary of what you're asking for?
Oh, just the renewal of a Class 8 property tax incentive that we first were awarded in 2004 for a property at 2217 West 135th Place. Just another 10-year renewal.
1985, how many employees do you got over there?
The tenants have a total of 17 employees.
Family owned and operated?
Yes.
How much do you pay in property taxes with the exemption?
How much am I paying?
Yeah.
$16,000 a year.
Would you know what it would go to without the exemption?
Probably double. I'm in Thornton Township.
It's high. Any questions from the Alderman? Alderman Farnwell.
First off, Mr. Carroll, I appreciate that you're here and valuable and valued who are in business, so appreciate you coming in. The other members of the board know that I have a problem with these exemptions in general. So don't take anything that I say personally. It's not, there's concerns about exemptions, generally speaking. We have, at this time, I think this is new, there's some tax forms on the application. And it provides information about what you pay, well, what the kind of net income is for the business, for the rental portion of your business. But it doesn't provide any information about the net income of your total business and how it might be affected by an increase in taxes. So, you know, with all respect to you, I don't feel like I have enough information here to really make a good decision on this particular application as it stands. If you care to, you know, share more information from us, that might be helpful from my perspective. And the reason is that, when we make an exemption to your business, that money has to be collected from somebody, and it tends to spread the tax around, and I understand, we all understand that. So I'm very careful about how we grant these exemptions, because and there are clearly problems with the whole process that are way beyond your concern, and I don't want to lay those on you. But that is a concern that I have.
Thank you. Any other Alderman? Alderman Johnson.
Yes. How many of the 17 employees are Blue Island residents?
I could not tell you that. Because they're employees of the tenants. I don't have an answer for you.
Any other questions from the Alderman? My personal perspective, I've already said several times, especially for, business owner operators like this one here, unlike another one that applied here. As a former assessor, we're collecting this dollar amount now. If the vacancy occurred, we would collect a lot less, which would be spread out even more. So I'm always in favor when they provide all the documentation like you have, and you've been a very long-standing business. I am in favor of this. I know there's questions from both sides. Is there any? Are we in favor of pushing this to the council meeting? We really don't do roll calls usually, but is there general opinion? Alderman McGee?
Would you be willing to provide additional information that Alderman Fairwell has requested?
They're asking if you could provide more information. That's what this Alderman asked.
I can give you more information. I can tell you
Well, essentially what I'm asking for is your total tax return.
taxable income for the company for the last several years is under $10,000 a year.
Okay.
Profit.
Okay.
We're not making $100,000.
All right, could you document it? That would be helpful.
I'll give you the tax
For our next
return.
meeting.
We can give you the tax returns.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Alderman Johnson.
Mayor, can we move this to council pending on information being brought?
I have no problem with that. That's why it's discussion.
Yeah.
So it still has to be voted on at a council meeting. So,
How many years of tax returns do you want?
One is enough. You want to give me a couple, that's better.
Well, tell me what you want.
Three, how about three? Is that good?
Okay, where do you want me to send it?
It has to come through the city.
You could forward
It should go to, it should go to all the Aldermen.
I'll send it to
Yeah, but all the Aldermen.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Take care of it tomorrow.
it.
and because any documentation submitted to the city is foilable, make sure to redact it before submitting it.
We will.
I will. So,
Thank you, sir.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Harvey Pallets.
Mayor, I'll just let them go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Miguel Tavares. I'm here with my father, the owner, Manuel Tavares.
Hello, everyone.
Yep. So, first and foremost, I'd like to extend apologies to Mr. Martin Gallardo. It's the first time I'm hearing of the issue, and I regret that we haven't met each other personally prior to this. But there's no better way really to extend, a path to resolution than in person. So I'd like to commence with that.
Yeah, I really wanna apologize myself. I never met you in person and not first time I hear about this issue, but it will take care right away.
So Harvey Pallets operates two very large facilities. I'm more familiar with this because I toured your facility when it became an office. You're the largest employer in the city of Blue Island right now. How many employees do you have? 300 and some?
Yeah, I think, we extend past Blue Island, but in Blue Island itself, we employ roughly 140 employees at the moment there.
So you have one building that's nearly 200,000 square feet.
Correct.
Parco Foods, or is that the Federal Signal building?
Correct.
So the smaller of the two would be on 136 and
Yeah,
Western,
this
from the
one.
old Sigma building, and then the larger building would be on 139th, is the old Parco Foods building.
So currently, you're paying $338,000 on the one building and $55,000 on another.
Actually went up, on the last, statement, if I don't believe, but, when I think of the whole building, which I call it 136th Street, I think it went up like. So between both, I think I would pay close to 500,000, if I'm not mistaken.
I know there's concerns regarding 136th Street property. The administration sent you a list.
We are speaking now regarding it, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know Alderman Johnson's concerns were in there. There's concerns from our building department were in there about the facade and the parking of the trucks and the western
Correct.
end frontage. I really didn't hear any negative things from Parkville Foods facility. Other than that, my comments are the same. You've been in Blue Island, how many years now? Over 20 years, right?
Yeah,
The first building I bought it in 2005 and the second one 2013, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you have a lot of employees that live in town because they're my constituents and I see the trucks and the shirts and everything that says Harvey Pellets in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
So generally, again, I'm in favor of this because $500,000 with the discount that they're paying now, operating very, very large buildings that were empty prior to them going in there. So that's just my favorable opinion. I'm sure there's gonna be Alderman questions. But that's everything I got right now, Alderman McGee.
So, if you didn't get this, how would it negatively affect your business? And, would you be willing to provide the documentation requested, earlier?
yeah, I think in terms of documentation, we're always willing to comply and cooperate and offer whatever is needed to create a complete analysis of the decision. And obviously, should we not get it, it negatively impacts us in terms of, what our goals with the Blue Island facility. At the moment, we are in contention to be visited internationally in our industry by the NWPCA, which is an organization that visits all across the country, different pallet and wood manufacturers. We are being considered for that at the moment, and so for us to be presentable and represent the city of Blue Island proudly, we'd love to do more investment going into the property and the business, just to showcase something wonderful for our industry and our peers. And so that's the biggest thing for me that comes to mind in terms of progress and continued expansion of the business.
I see here, I found that they actually, guys, you broke it down really plainly and easy to see. So basically, without the exemption, it'd be roughly almost $1 million a year in property taxes for the Parkville Food Facility. And for the Federal Sign and Signal Building on 136th Street, it would be about $150,000 a year. So over $1 million in property taxes without the exemption. Currently, right now, it's $338 you're paying, plus it's about $450,000 with the exemption. I do know firsthand these buildings were vacant for a very long time prior to you guys moving into them and purchasing them, paying a lot less taxes than what your guys doing now. So again, my opinion is pretty, I wear it on my sleeve on certain cases like this. I do agree this should go past the city council and should be approved. Is there any questions from the Alderman? Alderman Fairwell.
I just want to clarify first, because there were a couple different ones I heard that I didn't quite understand. What I'm looking at is one application for addresses 2200 West and 13601. I'm sorry, 2200 West, 138th Street and 13601 Southwestern. That's the entirety of what we're talking about right now.
Two separate,
Right,
facilities.
yeah, but then all the information that's in here is,
both.
I think both, yeah, okay, just wanted to make sure I understood that, thank you. And I, the same as Alderman McGee just said, what I don't have is information about what your total net revenues are, what net income is, and how this, the increase that you're looking at might affect you. That would be very helpful to have, so if you're willing to share your tax returns for the past 3 years, that would be useful.
Yeah, for sure. We'll collect it and forward it your way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alderman Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry, you're still going?
Just one more question. I think this was on the other application, one of the other applications also. There's a document in here, and it's page, oh, I see, no, it's page 3. Excuse me. It is the this is the actual renewal application. And there are a couple of questions asked, questions 3 and question 4. Question 3 is identification of persons or entities having an interest in, for Oh, I see. No, I'm sorry. It's kind of small type. The information was there. Thank you. Okay.
Alderman Johnson.
Yes, first of all, I thank you guys for being in Blue Island. But I truly believe in homeowners. This being the American dream, it's kind of hard for me to believe that you guys just now finding out about this man's property, because I personally had issues with it, and he has my personal phone number. And he sent me many videos of the trucks that come in there. And this company, and you guys have done nothing to rectify that, like move that dock or something geographically, be able to have this man be in peace that's not getting a 6 feet tax exemption. He's paying his full taxes. The city has came out there and put out several forces for you guys or for your customers, and do not impede on his livelihood or his property. And they have ran him over and destroyed him, and we've replaced him several times. For me to take what you're saying right now, saying this is the first time you guys heard about it, is kind of, it's questionable, very questionable.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Mr. Johnson, and likewise, it's the first time I'm meeting you as well, so it's, I'd love to, get to know you as well, being a part of Blue Island and working to rectify this, together. Obviously, this is, an issue that we will take with great, importance, and, getting to work alongside you and establishing what could be done to make sure that we avoid this in the future.
This is not the first time I met your father, though. I sat in his office.
Yeah.
Gerald Hall was in office. So it's not like I'm not a stranger to your company or your business and how you operate. I'm also a hustler. So I hustle pallets when I cleaned out several properties for the banks and real estate company. I've done business with you. But this has been a long time resident of mine. And for him to go through a few years with this, it's not a good look for you guys. Let me say it in that manner. And before I think I could even push this even farther for us to rectify that, I mean.
No, for sure. I think that commitment and that understanding is 100% established. And again, it's, I'd love to be the one to work with you, Mr. Johnson, the goal has always been, my father built a legacy, and he spent a lot of his time and energy building what he built, and it's kind of time for the next generation to step up and allow him to take a step back, if you will. And so I'd love to be the one to take that and push it forward alongside you.
I think we can put into the resolution, like we've done in the past, for the council, the concerns addressed by the residents and the city, before anything's approved. Alderman.
Yeah, I would just like to follow up on Alderman's question. I had the same kind of concern when they first asked it, that, what I'm hearing is concerning to me. Are you on site at this particular location?
Not on 136. I work at the old Parkville Food locations, the main headquarters.
Okay, because it is concerning that this has been going on for a couple of years, and I would think if you ever go there, you kind of see what's going on and you want to take care of it, and it's disturbing that hasn't happened. It just is.
For sure. I think, I travel between both buildings all the time. When I'm there, I guess there's no incident happening at the moment. But of course, it's something that we can look to resolving and seeing what we can do.
Okay,
I'm at least happy to hear that, Harvey employees are not directly involved in terms of it. I think you alluded to customer trucks and things like that. So there's something that we can be creative about. We'll definitely look into doing it.
Yeah, because he didn't had to replace his yard several times. Out of his own pocket.
No, I mean, if we or any trucks coming in to our docks, cause any damage, you don't have to pay. I mean, now, before you leave, we trade timbers and we take care of it. I don't want that, because that's not, fair for him to pay out of his pocket if we cause it damage. I will make sure that we address this from now on.
Thank you. Any other questions from the Alderman? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, guys.
Since Rodzilla's not here, I can let you speak on the behalf, but there might be questions.
Understanding what you.
I already have a question.
I understanding this is a renter's situation. And you alluding to that, maybe we could hold off to another meeting to deal
That's
with
fine.
this.
That's
Yes,
fine.
okay,
I always give priority for
no, understood.
owner occupied properties. All right.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Council.
City Clerk, got anything?
Yeah. Hometown hero applications are being taken now. Currently have 65 hometown hero banners. We're working on the 4th of July celebration. If you would like to join us in the parade, please come up and let me know, fill out the application. Black History Award Ceremony is February 27th at noon. The city and the Park District are working together for Black History at the John D. Reader Rec Center. Black History Hot Shot is Monday, the 23rd from 7 to 8. For, is it first grade, Louise?
Let me check.
I know it's through 8th grade, and everyone's invited, there's awards, and it's free. I thought it was first grade, could be 3rd grade. And then also, we, on Fridays in February at the John D. Reader Rec Center, there'll be a free movie night from 7 to 9. Every Friday in February. We have a lot more activities being planned, so we will be contact 6 through what? 18? 6 through 18. All right, and that's for the hot shot contest. That's all I got.
No executive, right? No. I got, that's next. City Administration Conservation District. And you can, I can talk about this too, what are we doing?
Yeah, real quick, just, we have, some parcels of land along the CalSag, that have, patchwork zoning to them. And then, so because of that, developers, people looking for places to potentially build, who are not from town and don't know that this is an undeveloped parcels of CalSag. They come to the building department, they put in inquiries about it, et cetera, it winds up creating staff work. At the end of the day, it's unbuildable, there's no infrastructure under it, right? There's no gas, electric, or water running underneath it. So it's just kind of a fool's errand to be chasing down these inquiries and requests. So we're working with our legal team about what's the best way to define this land to get to a reality of what it actually is, and the city of Blythewood already has a conservation district. And again, this is mostly marshland along the CalSag, but to have it on a map somewhere as potentially residential or industrial, when the reality is there's no real way, unless the city wants to devote millions of dollars to that project. I think we can come up with some better ideas though. So that was the motivation for getting this started.
Is it, I may have missed what you said, I'm sorry, is it to keep it more natural? You want to try to keep it more natural, right, rather than build?
Yeah, we think that,
Getting-
yes, we think that's what's gonna happen anyway, because again, no one's going to be running new water lines, electrical lines and gas lines underneath there, so it's not gonna develop into something like a residential or industrial site. So to clear up the patchwork zoning and kind of get the zoning to match what it really is and what it's going to be probably for the next 100 years, so.
Alderman McGee?
Real quick, would that open us up to, any, potential, grants or anything like that for conserving it?
We can definitely look into it more, but yes, I know through IDNR, just my own career experiences, IDNR, and a few other either county, state, or nonprofit. Obviously, there's a lot of nonprofits for green space, things like that. So yeah, if there was something that would be good to develop along a conservation recreation idea or plan, maybe something that the city and park could think about together down the road. That's definitely a possibility. I honestly, it's kind of case by case along the map that was part of the package. It's kind of case by case as to how usable it is, right? But open fields can be open fields, and depending on the water, how floodplain it is and all that stuff.
This all sounds good. I just, maybe when you make your final presentation, I'd like to see a map of what it is.
I thought there was one in the packet, but if there was not, I
missed it.
will get you a final one before we make a vote on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank you. And also add to that, just to clarify, it's just changing the zoning. If property becomes under ownership or wants to be donated to the city later on, obviously those are longer conversations, including like the park district, because they have either easier access to grants, stuff like that. This is just changing the zoning, because right now we have people outside of town constantly approaching us feeling intent to buy things for stuff that's not buildable, because they're looking at satellite images from 2 states away. So, just to clarify, just zoning.
Also, I just want to make a note that, Alderman Johnson came in at 6:05.
Okay, thank you. All right. Any alderman announcements, reports, or comments? Alderman McGee.
Okay, I wanted to thank the, Blue Island, Police Department.
Yeah.
For their, rapid response and their manpower and doing everything that they can. For, you know, when we have issues here in Blue Island, like what just took place, to have our police department all hands on, kind of, yeah, I really appreciate that. And then also, to, my, we have a 119th block club. One of the residents there, reported something, and, you know, this collaborative effort, I think, in Blue Island is what's needed, you know, being so close to aim for people down here.
Very carefully said, Alderman.
Yeah.
There's things that happened yesterday that we can't really elaborate just more on, but our police department did an excellent job. I'd like to reiterate, Alderman, and I know the treasurer called me about it, and a few other aldermen, Ruthenberg and a few other mentioned, and it was cut they got on scene immediately. It was not a Blue Island police shooting. It was a armored guard, armored truck. So the media did get it wrong, but our staff was there immediately. Chief Slattery was there immediately. Tom Morgan got there immediately to handle any media, but you know, once the cat's out of the bag, people start talking to the press, things are out of your control. But the FBI has taken over the investigation, so there's not much we can say at this point, but everything that good could have happened. And I know that, I shared with some of you already, some things that we did progressively, helped with the case also when we did our streets. Anything else from the alderman? All right.
I just wanted to say thank you to, Chief Slattery, Commander Sepsi, and the rest of the Blue Island Fire Department. You guys really did a great job, and, appreciate all the guys stepping up, who were there on the scene without anybody getting hurt, keeping us safe. And, also with this cold weather, I want to add, to both the police department and fire department, thanks for being there, and you guys be safe, because you guys can't get a snow day tomorrow, so. But I did want to, extend my thanks and gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be open tomorrow?
Yes.
I believe we're open.
Okay.
We had a long conversation about this. Yeah. And it's not getting any better till like February 2nd.
Yeah.
So where does it end? I'd have to give like all next week off. So,
That'd be fine.
but unless something changes, as of right now, we are open. Alderman Johnson.
Chief, yes, I would also like to, thank, Chief Slattery and the guys in blue, but also Public Works, snow removal in freezing temperatures. It's very hard, and I knew they had to set people out earlier in order to maintain it and keep those roads before they got out of hand. I just wanted to thank them for it.
Thank you. Anything else? Not because we have a council meeting on Tuesday, right? Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday. All right, regular council meeting Tuesday. I'm off. My schedule's off. So if you can't make it, let me know. 7 o'clock Tuesday's a regular meeting. Anything else? We need a motion to adjourn. Motion by Alderman Fairwell, second by Alderman Johnson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.